Okay, today is January the 3rd, 2022. This is a part 2 update. Wanted to show the satellite maps because today, Monday, we should have had a little more rain from the jet stream flow right here, moving right into Northern California and also diving down into Southern California. We can see that coming up right about now there. And if we look at the water vapor map, we can see much better what's happening. This is the water vapor on the jet stream flowing right into Central and into Southern California. And that's why those jets were up spraying, and that is to prevent the rainfall. We have no official rain forecast for today or for the next 7 days at least. And so we do have an opportunity right here. It should be raining. That's moisture moving in. If we've got moisture and lift, we get precipitation. But if we look at the surface map right here, we can see that we've got high pressure installed right down in Central and Southern California right here, and that's that plus the aerosol chemtrail spraying is going to prevent the precipitation process. Now look up here, look at all of these lows. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. And there's a low pressure spinning up in the Gulf of Alaska. And Northern California is actually getting rain right now. If we take a look at the, and before we split from this graphic here, this is the surface map. Look at all these occluded fronts right here. This is where the warm air is overtaking the cold air in the middle of a low pressure vortex. We'll take a look at that on the satellite map once again. And over here, look at all of these purple occluded fronts. This is all man-made. Those are all man-made. We've got a low heading to the east here. We've got a low heading right towards Northern California right here, gale force. And these low pressure systems are starting to produce some pretty strong waves out in the ocean in the East Pacific. Here we have the swell map, and we see that right here we've got 25-foot seas right here. And that's the average of the highest 1/3 of the waves. So Oregon and Northern California are going to see some fairly large surf as these swells move in over the next couple of days. So once again, we've got high pressure installed right down in this area. Currently, the barometer is reading 30.12 right here in the foothills. We've got a temperature of 42 degrees. The humidity, relative humidity, is 72%. The dew point is 34 degrees. So the pressure is up, 30.12. Now, when we had all this rain back on the 29th and 30th, we got 5 3/4 inches, as I mentioned in the first video. And the pressure had dropped all the way, it was fairly low. Looking at the log here, we had 29.71 when that rain moved in. So I think that was the lowest it got in the last 2 weeks. So we had a good amount of rain, as I mentioned in the first video. We've got a total for the season of 14.375 inches. That's to correct the mistake in the last video. The amount of rain that we had in that, since the 16th, totaled 8 1/8 of an inch. 8 1/8. So that's 8.125 inches. That's a lot of rain. So that's 25% more than we had all last season. All right, let's take a look at the Doppler map. We can see that Northern California is still getting a lot of rain and snow. Here in the High Sierra, we've got snow falling right now. There's snow falling, or rain falling right just east of Sacramento and in the San Francisco Bay Area, but nothing in Central or in Lower Central California or Southern California. So, but at least they're getting rain up in the northern region up there where the reservoirs are. We've got Oroville right here, the Oroville Dam and Reservoir. right here. And that is filling at a rate of about a foot a day, as I understand it, maybe a little bit more now since we've had that second blast of rain. Up in the Tahoe area near Donner Pass, they've had near record snowfall, which didn't surpass the 2019 snowfall so far, but it's fairly well snowed in up there. So we've got rain up in we've got snow and rain up in Oregon and up into Washington State. Let's just zoom out. We can take a look around the entire country, and that's about it for precipitation and snow throughout the country for right now. All right, let's move on to let's get back to that water vapor. This is the Longwave IR map, and we see that we've got this high pressure out here in the East Pacific. Now, all that rain we were getting last week was coming out of the tropics. It was being pulled in. There was a low pressure that it was moving down, and it moved into right over LA, and then it moved out to the east. And then the tropical flow was allowed to merge with the colder North Pacific flow out over the same bunch of states that got hammered with tornadoes here a couple of weeks ago. So there were more tornadoes as a result of this tropical flow mixing with the colder air moving out of the North Pacific. And you can see right here there is a separation being maintained for the time being. And here's this low pressure area up here, which has, I think, about 6 lows indicated on the surface map. So this is just a big milkshake of low pressure spinning around. And this is the jet stream moving in. And as I say, about 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning this morning, it was very clear in the Southern California area. But there is no rain in the forecast, and because of this moisture moving in, the skies were sprayed, which prevents the precipitation process. Looking at the water vapor, once again, we see all that water vapor moving in to the Southern California area, and that's why these jets up spraying, is to prevent that rain. Okay, so that's the report for now, and we'll just we'll leave it right here. One more thing. This is the MODIS Today map. Let's take a look at Southern California here real quick before we sign off. Let's go ahead and zoom in. And this map is always, here we go. This must have been taken earlier in the morning because the aerosols hadn't moved quite down to where we are. But you can see the streaks. This gray stuff here is the chemtrail aerosol haze. You can see this gray stuff. It's sprayed all over. And there's Monterey right there. And as we move south, we can see the brilliant white clouds right here. The brilliant white is the natural. Well, this is actually snow. Pardon me. Let's go back offshore here. We can see the brilliant white here is the natural clouds, and as we pan around, we can see the streaks up here, the gray chemtrail aerosol haze. And this was taken apparently before all this had moved in to much further south where we are, down in the Los Angeles area. If we go down to the LA area, we can see right here it was still fairly clear when this photo was taken today, the 3rd. And we can see the Mount Baldy and all these 10,000 foot, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 foot mountain peaks are all covered with snow. The Big Bear and area, and which is out over here, Lake Arrowhead. Okay, so that's it for now. We'll just leave it right here. That's it.